Funding for This Is Nashville comes from Hands On, powered by United Way of Greater Nashville, serving 9 counties across Middle Tennessee, connecting volunteers with local nonprofit projects. More at handson.unitedwaygreaternashville.org.
I'm Blake Farmer, and this is Nashville. Well, we've set the table. We're currently actively lighting a candle. And now we're asking the muse to join us because the plan here is to write a song. If you hear a little strumming in the background, yes, that's our guest. The point here is to show you, not tell you, how songsmithing works. And generally, songwriting in this town is not a solo endeavor. Nashville, this is where songs are written collectively. So we've scheduled a co-write right here. It will be my very first, so be kind. Our guests this hour are also first-timers to do their job live on the radio, I believe, but very experienced in their craft. Melody Walker has written for Molly Tuttle and Sierra Farrell. She'll forever be introduced as a Grammy winner after winning Best American Roots Song with American Dreaming. She comes from a musical family in the San Francisco Bay Area, moving here a decade ago with her progressive bluegrass band Front Country. Thank you so much for saying yes to this.
Happy to be here.
All right, and Luke Dick has his Grammy noms too, known for his hits with Ella Langley, Eric Church, Miranda Lambert, Dierks Bentley. If you want to know about his upbringing, though, just watch his documentary Red Dog about growing up in Oklahoma City in and around a notorious strip club where his mother worked. Thank you for doing this, too.
Fact. Hey, how are you? Thank you.
Reminder, we are streaming on YouTube as we typically do. It's youtube.com/@WPLN, so you can watch us work. A couple of caveats before we get going. We're not going to be playing much other music today than the song that we're working on. So we're not having a technical snafu. We just don't. Liv Lombardi, who is a songwriter and running the board here, knows let's not mess up the ears of these musicians. So not much music other than what we're playing. We probably also won't finish the song that we're working on. That would be a little strange to do it in less than an hour, but who knows? Sometimes the muse also doesn't strike. Songwriting's about doing it over and over, I'm told. So who knows whether we'll like what we came up with here. But one way or the other, we're going to do something on the air right here.
We're going to try underneath all these lights.
Yeah, what would you normally, what's the setting that you typically would want if you were sort of making a space for you to write?
You know, I have my own space, and I'm sure Melody does too, but my space has some of... I like impressionistic artifacts. Like, I don't like particular things on the wall. So like a little impressionistic art, good lighting, and access to drinks.
Well, you have none of that right here. That's our bad. Although Melody is sipping on some coffee here. What do you usually actually write with? I mean, are you just writing it onto your own hard drive in your brain, or do you bring out a laptop, yellow legal pad?
Oh, well, I write on my phone because it allows me to be able to see other people's eyes better as I'm writing too, and also it's small and I can move it around.
Just record, or you're saying?
No. I will use notes.
You'll type it out.
I'll use
notes
notes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I resisted that for a long time, going to the digital, to the computer, the notes, and it's just more practical. And then also you can do collaboration with notes or docs.
And you can find it later.
Exactly.
Oh, boy, we need that. All right, well, can I present an idea that maybe we would turn into something like a song?
Yeah. So when Luke and I were talking about doing this, I was a little scared, honestly, because I've never tried to do this live on the air. I'm like, will the muse reject us and say, no, you can't put it under a microscope.
I get it.
It's a wave, not a particle, or something like that. You know what I mean? The idea that we had was that we could sort of pretend like you, Blake, are the artist. In the room,
this is how it would be if you're maybe working with an artist who's not necessarily a songwriter by nature,
right?
But you might have a session with them, and they might sort of color the idea, but leave it to the pros to really smith this thing.
It's a kind of I don't know. I don't want to water down the back and forth, because sometimes you're writing with an artist who's young, who's written 20 songs or maybe 5, and but then there's an artist, and what are they doing? Well, I don't know, they're channeling something, they're about something that they might not even know what it is, and maybe they never know what it is, but they have some quality that they need to express, and trying to get to know them and feel that, and then see where we overlap as human beings in terms of our own creativity and approach to what we're doing.
Well, so as I was thinking about this, I'm like, oh goodness, if I had one idea for a song, what would that be? So it was this. I was interviewed on a friend's podcast recently. His name's Patrick Chappelle. And he was like, any life advice or something? Like, oh, brother, I'm not good at this. And I said, set the bar low. And, he found it funnier than I thought he would. And I was like, I really kind of mean it. And where this comes from is I had this friend. And listen, I'm going to tell you a sort of sad story. But I don't want this to be a sad song. I don't think. Okay. But I have a friend who died with me suddenly. We were actually working on renovating my kitchen. We were demolishing my kitchen before some contractors were getting to work. He died of a heart attack. Justin Lipscomb, rest in peace. Anyway, he was 39, had a wife and 3 kids, and best friend. That has colored my life since then. I mean, this was 6 years ago. But I spoke at his funeral, and I said something that has been repeated back to me several times, to my surprise, because it kind of just came out as I was writing this for his eulogy. And I said, Justin was never inspired to like climb the corporate ladder or like aspire to career success. And thank God that he didn't, because nobody cares at your funeral if you were Salesman of the Month. And it's, it's something that I think of often when I'm like, well, what's sort of the next thing? You're like, you know what? It's pretty good to just sort of, for it to be good enough, which I think is hard for all of us to hear from time to time. Anyway, heavy story, but I do think there's something in there about contentment that I think everybody could identify with, and I'd love to play with that idea. What do you think?
That's good. My brain went 2 places. Number one, I thought you were suggesting Set the Bar Low as a title, which
could be.
As a woman, I understand that one.
Okay.
But now I'm hearing Pretty Good is Good Enough, or calling it Good Enough.
I mean, that's a great title. Pretty Good is Good Enough. We love wordplay.
Yeah.
I was also thinking it could be like... we could have like another little meaning, like life ain't pretty, but it's pretty good, and that's good enough, or something, where we're playing with that, playing with the words,
I like that. Well, the other sort of, I don't know what you'd call this, but sort of almost like a couplet in my mind that came to me this morning on my run was, if pretty good's good enough, it was never going to be enough anyway. That like, you know how it is. It's like we all spend all the money we make. Most of us, it's like, and you make more money, and you just find a way to spend all of it, and even if it's not money, it's whatever.
Repeat that idea again, just the same way you did it, just so I understand.
Pretty good is good enough, and it was never going to be enough anyway. The sort of implication there is like whatever you're shooting for. It was whatever it was, success or whatever.
Like enough doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's never going to be enough. Yeah. Well, we see it all the time with people. You're shooting for the stars, and you end up on top and realize it's not. It's kind of lonely up there, or it's not at all what you thought, or the striving was actually the thing that was giving you life.
That's a complicated thought, and
Agreed.
My first instinct would be if we could bring that out, that would definitely be verse territory because it's complicated.
Okay.
And that's just, it doesn't mean that also that there's not a million ways to approach a song and that you can be as deep as you want on the chorus. But to me, I'm always like, how do I distill a chorus as so... I don't even want to talk about simple, but that it just speaks to me.
There's nothing wrong with simple.
Yeah, and it's about simplicity, but it's also about hitting me on a level that's just feeling rather than discursing, I guess, and to leave discursive ideas for the verse.
Because we got like the cute wordplay, but how do we make it like hit on an emotional level for people? Is that kind of what you're saying?
Yeah. And maybe these ideas, or if we could get to if there's a verse, or we just mess around with what is that melody for,
You want to start just scrambled eggs and downloading?
Like, yeah. Here we go. Now I feel like I really feel like a camera's on. Where in the writing room, I don't feel like there is a camera of people's eyeballs, but I'm pretending like there aren't people.
Well, we have to
driving in their cars right now.
But they are.
They are.
You're listening to Luke Dick and Melody Walker co-write a song. By the way, you are listening to This Is Nashville. Not to break the moment, but let's find a tune in here.
You guys feeling the danger yet?
I don't know. I don't know. Here we go. Pretty good. Pretty good is good enough. If I'm pretty good is good enough. If you want me to die, pretty good is good enough. If you want to, I'm pretty good is good enough. If you don't. I don't know. That's like kind of.
I don't hate that. Let's go with it. It's got a little John Hartford to it. I like it.
John Hartford, okay.
Good enough. If you bone round down, pretty good is good enough. If you only know down, pretty good is good enough. Maybe you switch on that back half to go.
Yeah.
Down, pretty good is that's good enough.
I see.
You kind of tag the.
What if
end
that third line goes into life ain't pretty, but it's pretty dang good.
Yeah.
Dang, we're not. Well, we can't do the GD, but I think we can do the GD, right? That's one of the 7 words.
We'll have to put an explicit on this, yes.
Okay.
Pretty good enough. Life ain't pretty if you don't. Life ain't full of pretty if you don't know stuff. Pretty good enough.
Or it could be like, no, life ain't pretty, but it's pretty dang good. Good enough.
I was looking for an enough rhyme. Life ain't pretty if you don't.
I mean, love. The classic, enough and love.
Yeah.
Pretty much
down in love. Life's pretty, something was it something pretty, full of pretty no stuff. I'm pretty good enough. I don't know. We're just playing here,
That's
right?
what we're doing.
Or life ain't pretty, but it's pretty good stuff.
Oh.
Pretty good stuff.
Ain't pretty.
Do you sometimes lay in words? It's just like, listen, we'll come back to that,
Yes.
but let's just stuff it right now.
Yeah, let's stuff it.
Full of pretty.
Let's stuff it and keep moving, and we can go back and change it if we hate it.
Yeah, that's right. Life ain't pretty, but
it's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, but it's pretty good stuff.
I like
Life
that.
Ain't pretty, but it's pretty good stuff. What's the tag again?
Pretty good
is pretty
is good enough.
And turns out pretty good, then good enough. Okay, all right. I forgot everything that we just did, so everybody's gonna have to remind me what we did.
Oh wait, yeah.
The tune. Do you find that do words typically come first, and then you find a melody for them?
No, sometimes there's a melody, and then I find that that's the most difficult thing, though. If it's like, it feels like some kind of puzzle torture device if the melody's there.
Well, that's this whole thing.
You're saying because the melody
we're
could
not
match
even in the bad place yet.
The melody could match the words easier than the words. Like if a melody's set, then you try to put words in it. Well, brother,
a word has its own rhythm and rhyme already built in, so I feel like it's easier if there's an idea there or that just kind of fits in to a melody that falls out of a word.
Okay, but
pretty good enough.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Pretty good enough. Ain't pretty, but it's pretty good stuff. Pretty good is good enough. Ain't pretty good enough. Yeah, that's it.
It could be a shorter phrase. Pretty good is good enough.
Yeah, pretty good enough. Sure.
Or pretty good is good enough.
I'm writing furiously.
Good.
So,
do we have a Grammy yet? Did we win a Grammy yet?
It's good to have a scribe, though.
It's
You're
good
being
to
the
have a
recorder of
scribe.
the
I'm
meeting.
probably not the right person to be the scribe, but I'm scribing.
Yeah.
So your mind naturally takes this to potentially like a chorus of a song, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then it would be, so this would be a chorus that then one works out a verse. Do you want to play that progression through several times so we sort of nail down those words, and then we'll probably take our first break?
Yeah, pretty good sometimes if you're not a long time. Pretty good's good enough if you're long down. Pretty good's good enough if you're not a long time. If you're down, pretty good is pretty good stuff.
Pretty good is good enough.
Yeah. Come on now.
There you go.
Isn't that what it did? Pretty good is good.
Yeah, I
Well,
like
that was
that.
just the end.
I didn't know you were a
Just good
singer,
enough.
Blake.
Maybe pretty good's just good enough. Does
Pretty
that matter?
good is just good enough. Yeah. I actually didn't think through the fact that I might have to sing today, but here we are.
Here we go.
All right.
Hey, also, like, I love this idea I heard about on, I'd like to say it was like in therapy or like in a book. It was on TikTok. But this idea of affirmations, not affirmations. And it's like that you're not like gaslighting yourself, but like pretty good is good enough. You're like, hey, what if pretty good was good
Oh, yeah.
enough?
What
You
if,
know?
yeah.
What if it was?
Yeah, I
It's
don't
like
like.
open your mind to the idea.
I'm shy away against defining. This is the key to life.
And it's less preachy that way because
Yeah,
you're like,
that's
hey,
what I'm saying.
what if? It just opens your mind and somehow that kind of gets
There we
around.
go.
There's science behind it.
Oh, I love that.
You can't disprove it in your mind because it's just a if.
So if pretty good's good enough, if it
Or like, what if pretty good was good enough?
oh
Do you
at the
think
end.
that you could be happy with, this and that,
Oh.
you know?
So
what?
we switching up the chorus
Like
idea.
it could be like a little different phrasing. I'm just putting that out there.
All right, this is great. We're gonna workshop that for just a moment while we take our first break. I'm Blake Farmer. This is Nashville. Our guests are Luke Dick and Melody Walker, and we're writing a song. So stay with us. This is Nashville. Yeah, the show's starting. I'm Blake Farmer, and this is Nashville. We got some intro music over here. Luke Dick on the guitar, Melody Walker. We're writing a song right now, and I think it's called "Pretty Good's Good Enough." We left off, and we're sort of working on this chorus. Why are we doing this, you ask? Well, it's Songwriter Week, and we thought no better way to show you the art of the co-write, which is how songs get written here in Nashville, than to have one live on air. And Melody Walker and Luke Dick said yes, and now the pressure's on, but no pressure.
It's crazy.
But all right, here we go. So let's go through this chorus that we're workshopping, because I think we've got sort of the end of these lines. This pretty good is good enough. Pretty good's good enough. Something. Life ain't pretty.
That's pretty good stuff.
But it's pretty good stuff. What if pretty good was good enough?
Or yeah. Or no, pretty good is good enough. I think maybe it's the statement is at the end.
The statement.
Yeah, pretty good is good
Yeah,
enough.
pretty good's good enough.
But like I was thinking, it could start with the if statement, the rhetorical question. I love a rhetorical question chorus.
I was just thinking about that, and then it stumps me for the second line. So if I guess just for the listeners out there, the option on the chorus is, the first idea was pretty good's good enough if it bomb bomb bomb. Pretty good's good enough if it bomb down. If it down. Pretty good is good enough. But then now this other second
I
B
think
idea.
it would be cool if we play with the phrasing a little more. Like here, will you play the changes video? 1, 2, 3, 4. What if pretty good was good enough? If pretty good was good enough. No, life ain't pretty, but it's pretty good stuff. Pretty good is good enough.
Yeah.
Great.
You
Done.
like it?
Done. Let's
Chorus,
get some
done.
coffee.
Coffee?
I guess I'll coffee. That's the only way this
Get Dick
happens.
some coffee over here. All right, so what needs to be that sort of pretty good's good enough?
You're all right.
Yada yada. Oh, I'm typing it here. So
Okay, cool.
I moved from the yellow legal pad was not for me. The typing
It's not
fingers are better.
practical.
I hate to have a laptop open. I know it kind of messes the vibe up.
Are you on working on notes right now?
Yeah, I am.
Well, share the note so that I can see
This is
you're
how
working.
this is how it works. So I share with you. I'll collaborate, and I can invite you just through our texts, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, will you do that?
Okay, yeah.
I think I might have to come out of airplane mode. So hopefully,
I think it's
Oh,
okay.
yeah, we got to come out of airplane
If your
mode.
phone rings, not the end of the world.
hopefully this is
All right.
I think you got my number in your
I
recents,
do.
hopefully.
Melody Walker,
That's the
Luke Dick.
925 number.
What's going on here? I won't share your numbers here on the air, though. I mean, if people need them,
I wonder,
call me.
are people having a good time out there in their car right now?
We don't know for sure.
Honk if you're having a good time.
I think they're having a pretty good enough time.
Good enough. Good.
I bet that they have a lot of better ideas than us. That's kind of what I've been thinking. I'm like, oh man, they're probably like writing this song so much better in their heads.
Well, listen, apparently the YouTube chat is loving the show so far. You got an idea in the YouTube chat of this, then leave it for us, okay?
Just what I need.
It's youtube.com/@WPLN. You can watch what's going on. I don't know if you saw, but Pretty Good is Good Enough is on your phone.
I just know, I'm just feeling like this is just so, like me as a person, I just know there's some young, surly Karawakian out there going, these idiots.
Karawakian.
These idiots.
But listen, like something I think that we all know here working in this town doing what we're doing at a professional level is what's interesting, I think, to the inside baseball musicians, songwriters, is not necessarily what's interesting to the audience and what is, catchy and complex enough. Like our level of complexity that we would probably prefer for inside baseball is just so much higher. And so understanding how to distill your ideas down, but hopefully have them still not be, the most low-hanging fruit. That's the balance we're going for.
All right, so Pretty Good is Good Enough if I think we need to sort of, do we feel like we need to finish that in that chorus? Pretty Good's good enough if it's something, I mean, it seemed like that's where, Luke, you were leaning kind of.
Say that again.
There's something more. Pretty Good's good enough if it don't.
Yeah. But she kind of, I mean, she had a, like,
Okay.
I liked the way that you did it too.
You like that?
It felt like.
Did I win?
I'm going to.
This round?
Well, yeah.
Well, it's what's best for the song, right? That's what we're always trying to go for. It's like, hopefully there's not too much ego.
Service of the song?
There is service of the song, but we could honestly chew this we could chew this part. Usually a chorus, I'm going to chew on for an hour, 2 hours.
Totally.
And, if we could just also just moving the process along, there's something valuable of what we call renting a line. Ooh. We're going to rent that for now and move on to the verse if you're stumped.
Don't got to buy it.
No.
We can just rent it.
The
I like
line.
that.
Don't have to buy it.
But also, a great line that I learned when I first started co-writing in town is, if you're really not feeling a line that somebody, an idea that somebody's brought in a co-write, it can be so awkward. You're like, how do I tell people I hate how do I reject it? And you can just say, I think we can beat it. Ooh. And that line is just magic to me. It's just gold because it's so positive. Yeah. And it says, I believe in us to come up with yet another idea that's even better than that one. And it's, it just keeps things moving forward.
I feel like the art of no is something that's really delicate in a songwriting room. And so I honestly don't even say that. I'm always just, if I can't beat it, if I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't like that yet, and why, and I don't know. If I can suggest, I wish it were more like this, or come up with something, and if people go, oh, then great. If they don't do anything, then I'm like, oh, I guess I mean, this is a committee thing anyway, and you have to be committed to the committee.
It's always better if you have another idea.
Yeah,
if you can keep moving it forward with more ideas. And if you don't have something to say, better to not throw a wrench in it. But if it's really on your heart that you're like, I just don't think we've dug into this enough and I think we can keep brainstorming, then you can say, I think we can beat it.
There's other thing, Blake, before we'll get into this chorus again, but what I wanted to say is that especially if it's like your idea and you're like, oh man, I really had this idea. And so then there's a little bit more weight to what you're saying to me, or the artist. Really? Sure. Yeah, there's more, or the artists who have the idea. But if I come in with a fully sketched verse or something, even maybe if there's an artist in there, I will be like, this was the vision. Then you need to not be precious about the vision too, because I mean, in 5 years down the road, are you really going to be worried about this vision? Usually 99% of the time, no.
But that's like hard one though, because it's so hard to figure out what is worth fighting for in the moment and what's not, and that's true for making records.
So we're gonna lean on your vision right here. So hit that. You remember this?
Yeah.
Wait.
What if pretty good was good enough? Pretty good was good enough. No, life ain't pretty, but it's pretty good stuff. Pretty good was good enough.
Okay.
What if pretty good was good enough? If pretty good was good enough. Oh, life ain't pretty, but it's pretty good
stuff.
Pretty good is good enough.
All right.
Lake on the harmonies.
I like.
Come on.
Listen, he's Church of Christ. Okay, so I like that. So, what if pretty good was good enough? Pretty good is good enough. Was good. What if pretty good
Is
good enough?
yeah, it wouldn't be was.
Was.
Well,
Yeah,
pretty
was
good's good enough. Pretty good is good enough.
Yeah, pretty good is good enough. Yeah.
Life ain't pretty, but it's pretty good stuff. Pretty good is good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, let's, a little more than renting. We've got a long-term lease with that. But all right, good.
Yeah.
All right. So verse ideas. Where? I
don't know.
Where does your head? Where do you want to go with the verse? By the way,
you guys
Blake,
were actually talking about a thing earlier.
we?
Right?
Yeah?
Yeah. The idea that I heard us put a pin in was, some people are like striving, and it's never enough.
Oh, that's
and
right.
like that idea of like the contrast of like,
I
hey,
went
but what if the chorus was the solution to that?
I went so corny and simple just now. I was just like, like this idea of heartbreak, but then the flowers are still blooming or something like that. Now this again, we're gonna move this along, but I had a pretty girl in a little pretty town, and she comes around, down, and my heart got broke, but the flower down, and the flowers still coming up out of the ground, whatever. That's totally not a form. What I just did, I'm just like sort of sketching of like these lines that might be kitschy or whatever, but is again
like someone who was looking for the bigger, better deal always, and then they realized that they were being stupid.
And sometimes you just like slip into how would John Prine write this?
I'm always asking myself that.
simply, probably.
Yeah. And I was just playing on the word pretty, and I don't even know if that's necessary, right? But we're making a
But
thing.
we thought, might as well. We don't have that much time, so first idea.
You're
good
either
idea,
going to not repeat a word ever again in a whole song, or you're going to be like, can we say it 20 times
just
in the song?
hammer it down. And maybe it's verse 2. We don't have to do this if we get to verse 2 in the next 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So I met a pretty girl in a
pretty little town.
In a pretty little town. Yeah.
I like this. This is like Shel Silverstein.
Yeah,
I love it.
she had me all down and she led me around.
She held my hand and led me around.
I don't know. I was just riffing.
Yeah.
Or like I was dragging her heart around because I was looking for the bigger, better deal.
Dragging her
right? Like I wasn't
around.
committing. Right?
Well, I think she dumps him though.
And then she finally stops putting up with it.
Yeah. But how do we? Can you bring it back though in the chorus? Because something
pretty good being good enough.
Also, is it shady and mean to be like she's good enough? I mean, it is a little. It could be a little mean.
I couldn't. That's hilarious, isn't it? Like I just, I settled, and it was like,
the truth is,
I'm not that.
We
good
all.
looking.
The settling is where the happiness is. I think that we all understand this in some ways.
I'm not that good looking a guy, This is.
Yeah, I'm thankful somebody settled. Honestly,
I'm thankful so much. The settle thing is funny because it's so touchy as it even is about to come out of your mouth. And you're like, well, don't we all?
I met a pretty girl in a little pretty town. She could have done better. She kept me around.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's about her settling for you.
Yeah.
That makes it less mean.
It does
I like
make it
that.
less mean.
She could have done better, but she kept me around. And now we got like this happy life.
I don't know how do you tag that though. Like we don't say pretty good's pretty good enough at the end of the line.
Maybe I'm just glad I was good enough, or something like that. She decided I was good enough.
Sure.
So we can say good enough, but not the other half.
My brain keeps wanting to do the owl rhymes. You see, because okay. I don't know. Let's just say we're in exploration mode. Pretty girl in a pretty town.
Didn't know better, she kept me around.
Down. Or could you let's just pretend like we can repeat the tag 8,000 times. Pretty good is good enough. So move on.
Yeah,
so it's like
pretty good is good enough. Yeah. Okay. I don't hate repeating it a million times.
So the rhyme structure is AABB.
I see.
Yeah.
So I met a pretty girl in a pretty little town. She could have done better, but she kept me around.
Better dun tough. Pretty good
enough. Oh, in other words, you need something that rhymes with "uff."
That's right.
To
it could be love this time.
Yeah. Oh wow, there's an opportunity right there in the love line. It is.
Yeah.
She that's a pretty good love.
Yeah.
That's pretty good love. Pretty good. It's good enough.
Or we make pretty good love. Could be cute,
we make pretty good love. Pretty
we got
good.
a cute family. We make pretty good love. Pretty good is good enough.
You got some pretty good kids and make
like
pretty
that.
good love. Pretty good is good enough. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Sex into it.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It's the best
Okay.
most
All right,
ones
sorry,
can afford.
folks, if they're little ears, but you know what? I think they can handle it. By the way, this is Blake Farmer. This is Nashville. Luke Dick, Melody Walker. We're writing a song, y'all, and that's what's happening live on the air. So maybe we go through this verse.
Yeah. Let's see. I got to bring up my note so I can.
Is it-
Met a
is it-
pretty girl in a pretty little town.
yeah.
Oh yes,
She could have done better, but she kept me around.
We got a
cute family, make pretty good love. Pretty good is good enough.
What do we got? We got pretty good kids make pretty good love.
Is it weird
Got
to have
pretty good
weird
kid.
to have those two things in the same line? Just put
Or
that out
one
there.
after the other. It's like
Yeah.
But
Wait, we had pretty good kids from making pretty good love.
yeah, I think we don't want. We probably need.
We don't want to do that.
Yeah,
Pretty good kids and pretty and
Or
got-
like pretty little family.
pretty little family.
Or like we
That's-
got a pretty little
that word just kind of just
home. Got a pretty little home, make pretty good love.
Oh, there we go.
Pretty little home,
That's
make
good.
pretty good
That's
love.
good.
Pretty
Yeah.
good is good enough.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay, we're doing it.
We got a
Yeah.
pretty
You
little
guys,
home
I didn't know if this was gonna work, but
and
we're
make pretty good love. Oh, now
Coasting
you're
along.
seeing it maybe happen. All right, so maybe we go through this verse.
Yeah. I'm gonna do just a little intro, right?
Love that.
Met a pretty good girl in a pretty little town. She could have done better, but she kept me around. Got a pretty little family and a pretty good love. Pretty good is good enough. All right, do the chorus.
what a pretty good was good enough. Pretty good is good enough. Oh, life ain't pretty, but it's pretty good stuff. Pretty good is good enough. And I was doing, I met a pretty girl in a pretty little town. She could have done better, but she kept me around. Got a pretty little home, make pretty good love. Pretty good is good enough.
Do the chorus.
Oh, what a pretty good is good enough. Pretty good is good enough. No, life ain't pretty, but it's pretty good stuff. Pretty good is good enough. Oh, that's fun.
All right, listen,
It's a hit.
that's V1 and the chorus. We may even get to something else. We'll see. But it seems like the right moment to take our last break. I'm Blake Farmer. This is Nashville. Melody Walker, Luke Dick. We're writing a song. It's Songwriting Week, and this is the art of the co-write. Stay with us. I'm Blake Farmer. This is Nashville. We're writing a song. This is the art of the co-write. It's Songwriting Week. And what is Songwriting Week, you ask? It's a thing that we're doing. We had Alice Randall on yesterday for a beautiful interview. And today we've invited some of the I don't know what they are the most of, but they are songwriters who have written many songs. And
Superlative.
We would play those songs, but we don't want to mess up our ears right now. We have Melody Walker, we have Luke Dick, and we are writing a song that I think we're calling Pretty Good is Good Enough. We're now on a second verse is what we need. We've got. Should we run through this just for those who are just tuning in? A verse one and the chorus.
Let's
and then
not deprive them.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, am I gonna?
Should we start with the? I think this is a start with the chorus idea.
It could be.
I think so.
All right.
Let's pretend like we're going to change the form a little bit. We're going to start with the chorus, okay? And then hit verse 1 and then hit the chorus
Sounds good.
again.
All right.
1, 2, 3, and
What a pretty good is good enough. Pretty good is good enough. No, life ain't pretty, but it's pretty good stuff. Pretty good is good enough. Well, I met a pretty girl in a pretty little town. She could have done better, but she kept me around. We got a pretty little home, made pretty good love. Pretty good is good enough.
All right.
What a pretty good was good enough. Pretty good is good enough. Well, life ain't pretty, but it's pretty good stuff. Pretty good is good enough.
missing a chord. And fudge. I'm missing a cool one. I don't know.
Two to the five?
I don't know if it's two.
Oh, we can. It's a very rootsy vibe.
How about 4 to the 5? Okay, so this Nashville number system, everybody. There's the 1,
which is a G right now.
Which is a G right now. So if you go to the 4, it's like blues. That's 4, and then 5, 4, 1. All right, look that up. So down on here. Is this just a rejoice, or is it a word in there?
I think that oohs are underrated. I think having a wordless chorus, it's any language.
I think of one of my favorite bands is Dawes. One of their biggest song is like one line, and then just basically oohing.
Okay, let's say
when my time comes. So
okay, but could we put a pin in like post-chorus action? Like, would this be like a post-chorus?
I feel like it's more like a bridge.
Oh, okay.
Like if we start with the chorus, then do a verse 1, then do another chorus, then it's almost like, do you do a verse again, or do you do a wee diddle 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 dee, wee diddle diddle dee?
I feel like
I'm at a pretty good.
I don't know whether it starts with the chorus yet, personally, as well. And I feel like that's an arrangement choice. Anyone could record it any old way, but I think it also.
Oh, you don't have to decide
the pretty
that
so
now.
much. You don't have to
No.
decide that now. So I just feel like we could.
What you do have to decide,
the
though,
length.
yes, the length of the song,
the pacing. I wouldn't want to necessarily rely on it starting on the chorus, but I could see this as just a short turnaround, woohoo, post-chorus that's catchy that everyone can sing along to, because it is wordy.
Okay, I'm shifting because I'm looking at these lyrics and I think that the verse 1 sets up the chorus better than the chorus sets up verse 1.
I think so too. I think it starting with the verse is dope, and it has all these pretties.
Blake,
and
can
then
you move
get
that verse?
Yeah, I'm moving it up. We're in a shared note, by the way. This is how it works, folks. In the co-write, we're in the Notes app, and we're sharing it.
And I thought we should just talk about how we think about subsequent verses, how we think about a verse 2 or a verse 3. Should there be a verse 3? Getting into the bridge is like skipping ahead to varsity level, because does it need a bridge? Arguable.
We don't know. What is a bridge?
I think that's the bridge. That sounds good.
A little,
just like a wee
hillbilly ooh situation, I think would be really fun.
Yeah.
I think, okay. So V2, like based on what is happening in I want it to feel as simple as the first verse, but be new territory.
Okay. It also, I think, we've said life ain't pretty, but it's pretty good stuff. I think we need to maybe back that up and have just a little bit of conflict.
Yeah.
A little bit of hard stuff.
Well, a word
happening.
that Liv Lombardi is suggesting over Slack here is that there's the word tough rhymes with enough. And it could probably work in there.
She's trying to get in on this deal. She wants part of this copyright.
Conflict and tough. I just don't see the connection.
Conflict, yeah. All right. So we need some conflict in verse 2. You're saying?
Yeah. And I think tough is a great word. We should.
Well, how do we put that in there?
Okay.
I'm also getting a big head about the song already. By the way, like this, I'm at the place in the co-write where I'm like, this song's gonna rule the world. It's gonna be a country radio hit, and everyone's gonna want it. And we're out here. We're on the radio in Nashville. You never know who could hear it and want to record it. And then do we have to donate all the proceeds to public radio? That's my question.
Wow, nothing was signed on the way in here. So listen, we'll see.
I was thinking about signing you to a deal, Blake. I'm going to need your publishing right now.
Yeah, talk to my manager. That's a joke. Don't have one. All right. So, there's some ideas in here, like of course, we've sort of talking about relationship is where the enough, the pretty good is. If you went somewhere else, like more like you obviously wouldn't use something like a career, but like
you were talking
success,
about career.
Sure. Lonely at the top, like there could be something in there that's like,
fame has its drawbacks.
Yeah.
But this person is not famous in this song.
I agree.
Right.
The person from verse 1 is not famous. You're right.
Yes. So like,
could it be like knew about a guy who got famous and it wasn't all it was cracked up to be, or something like that? Like, so glad I
wish
chose this
person.
life.
I feel like this person has had some pain. So let's like,
pain.
Not like, and is there? Can we do the trick again? Where I've had a pretty good heartbreaks.
Had a pretty tough. Yeah,
I had a pretty hard heartbreak.
We can put it in a different spot too. It's like I don't know. I mean, like, we already have a love story, so I wouldn't want to destroy that love story. So I do think going more toward a job zone will be good, and that's also like true to your friend who you were talking about earlier. But also, if you have any Easter eggs that were like actual details that you thought would fit in this from your friend's life, just to have a little more of a piece of him in it, I'm totally open to that.
Yeah, that would be beautiful.
If you can think of a conflict that he had that was relevant, that would kind of fit in the song. Obviously, this is pretty light. We're keeping it light and open.
Pretty light.
But that doesn't mean that it can't have just little Easter eggs that are kind of remind you, of who originally inspired the song.
Yeah, I the other things that I had written down were sort of more like they're I think we veered away from them, but it was I was even thinking about like name checking songs, sort of like if you really lived like you were dying, like maybe you wouldn't be trying to get all you can get. Because when our time
he's got
comes,
bars written down. You haven't shown us your bars yet.
We'll be measured by our chums for the promises we kept. It feels a little too serious for this, but I'm thinking that's sort of where my head goes.
I don't think job is out of the question for this, because we're talking about a life well lived.
Life well lived.
And I can't tell whether to like. Like always, and we're going fast here, so
Understood.
I'm inclined to, I'm inclined to go ahead and rent, but it's like so simple, and like to find a simple language. I've had pretty good knockdowns or something like that. I've had a dun dun down, pretty good knockdowns. I've had a dun dun dun. And we're doing the out.
You want to keep the out again?
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that, but that's what I have.
Well, I want to get away from it if we want some more fresh fodder potentially.
But then again, I mean, hip hop just hammers, because this is pretty much a hip hop song, right?
Totally, that's our wheelhouse. That's what we're known for.
I'm Blake Farmer. This is Nashville. We've got Luke Dick, Melody Walker wrapping up this song. We've got about, I don't know, probably 5 minutes to wrap this up, and then we'll play it in the end. Which here's the thing. We're not going to finish the sucker, right? We knew that going in here, and we feel good about where we've gone. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good. It's good enough.
That is. I feel like that is a great bar to set for this day.
It's like, it's so meta that's the title we came up with, because it actually is like, hey, we're maybe not going for great, but we're going for pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's very meta. The whole thing.
It's pretty decent song.
That's why you don't have to even apologize for it. You're like, listen, dude, listen to the song. Pretty good's good enough.
That's right. And we just go get tacos, and maybe we come back and do it.
I like the thought. Well,
we could leave it here, and we could just wrap up and talk.
Let's run through this verse one, the chorus, and then see if some spirit happens in the little
yeah. Okay.
And then I have a few questions and have many more, but so we'll see what we can get to about this process we've just done. But let's pretty good's good enough. At least a verse one and chorus. Here we go.
I have left a 3-hour co-write with just a verse one and chorus, and that is considered, you've got the workings of a song and you know whether it works or not,
All right.
So
here's the intro.
We've done the thing.
All right.
Okay. Met a pretty girl in a pretty little town. She could have done better, but she kept me around. We got a pretty little home, make pretty good love. Pretty good is good enough. Yeah, what a pretty good is good enough. Pretty good is good enough. Life ain't pretty, but it's pretty good stuff. Pretty good is good enough.
Do the chorus again.
What a pretty good is good enough. Pretty good is good enough. Oh, life ain't pretty, but it's pretty good stuff. Pretty good is good enough.
Yeah.
Oh, enough.
Tag it.
Pretty good is good enough.
All right. People are applauding. People are applauding. We may be in a soundproof room, but there's applause happening. I'm looking at it. Liv, Mary, you're going after it.
For what it's worth, I actually love this. I think it's so good.
Well, Melody Walker, Luke Dicker in here. So tell, like you said, you could be in a 3-hour co-write, which they're usually about a 3-hour session, right? And you're not even expecting to finish a song right then and there, Melody?
Maybe not. Yeah, a lot of times if you can really hone in and get a great verse structure, chorus that works, then you know the rest is just kind of a copy paste in a way. You know, you have to like make it all work and flow. But is that kind of the hard part where you're like, okay, now we got to hone this idea and then take it somewhere? Mm-hmm. Does it need, Luke, does it need to go somewhere, you know, kind of be clever?
I feel like my high bar is that when I listen back to this demo, when I'm done with this song, I want a reason to listen to all the way through chorus 3. That means that verse 2 needs to, like, verse 1 should come out and blow you away, and it should be depressing to approach verse 2.
Oh, I
see. Because verse 1 was so good. And then you should top it, right? And then it's like, oh, wow, we really went somewhere else. And then if there's another little twist on a pre-chorus or something before chorus 3, or there's an outro that feels really good.
That makes the meaning of the chorus maybe
it's not even
different.
It just feels amazing, you know? And
but different or reframed, sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's to me, that's the goal. Now, achieving that is there are lots of songs that I've written that I don't get to chorus 3 when I'm listening back to the demos. So
are you saying that at some point you listen to this and you're like, well, I don't think there's enough there to be worth it? Or might you pick it up something that you worked on 2 years ago and you're like, you know, I got to revisit that. It's not even
that so much about revisiting. It is that I've written it, and the demo, usually you're moving fast in the demo as fast as you are in the song. I'm usually producing as I'm going. And so by the time I get to verse 3, if nothing new is happening musically, melodically, and you can cut paste the chorus, then to me you need that could be good, but just good enough.
You know what, though? Good enough
has
done. I don't know if you've listened to the radio, y'all, but, you know, there's a reason that AI can replicate it so well. And I think that it's up to us as artists to keep pushing ourselves to do something that's superhuman. Not superhuman, just human.
But that only a human could do. Well, tell me about that. When do you know that you're done? Because, I mean, boy, you could workshop something, you know, till kingdom come.
I feel like that's true. I like the pencils down, you know, dimension of like, usually I schedule 4 or 5 hours. And if something's really bugging me about a song later, then I might go back and throw some ideas to the co-writer. A lot of times I'm doing the demos in my own studio, and so something will come up as I'm singing it, or as the artist or somebody else is singing. I was like, what if we try this change? You know, if it's a little phrasing idea or something like that. So it's never done until it's out anyway.
But yeah, time is a crucial factor in all of this, right? It's like almost fermentation or something like that. You know, if you give it time to sit, you even just listen to the demo the next morning with fresh ears, which I've always already forgotten the song that I wrote the day before, and I get to hear it fresh. And usually so many things will become apparent to me, or solutions to things we had just put a pin in, you know, the questions that we had about the song. And usually I would say 8 times out of 10, I go back and listen to the song and I'm like, we wrote that yesterday. This is awesome.
Oh, I love
and it feels like this little golden treasure that you found.
Well, last thing, and we only have 30 seconds or so, but Melody, what is the magic of doing it with someone else? I mean, you've never written with Luke here before. Why? What is it about the energy that brings out something maybe you wouldn't have done?
I love it because I'm so sick of my own stuff. You know, it's like I'm sick of all my tropes and my little grooves that I get into, and another person just instantly has a fresh perspective, and it kickstarts my juices flowing to do something I've never done before. And then hopefully that's a feedback loop that just keeps going. And you really do create some magical space of possibility in the room.
Well, we are grateful that I think the muse was in here. At least the candle was lit. But Melody Walker, Luke Dick, thank you so much for taking the time. We didn't even mention, where to find your all's music. LukeDick.org. You can find him. MelodyWalker.com. Don't forget about Melody's Writer's Kitchen at Inglewood Lounge, hosted most Tuesday nights, including this evening,
Yeah,
correct?
I'll be there tonight. Y'all come through, see some songs if you like that sort of thing.
While I do the credits, Luke, can you just play the chords, the 1-4-5 of this song? Do you have your guitar
Oh
right
my God,
there?
yeah, of course.
Here we go. I've got a
Musical bed.
Well, thank you for tuning in this hour. This is Nashville is a production of Nashville Public Radio. If you missed yesterday's profile with publisher, professor, author, screenwriter Alice Randall, it was a special one. You can listen at thisisnashville.org or watch at youtube.com/@WPLN. Songwriting Week, it's the brainchild of our managing editor, Tasha A.F. Lindley. Today's episode produced and directed by Liv Lombardi and Mary Mancini. The masterminds behind our theme music, LaRange and Namir Blade, but you're not hearing that today. This is Nashville. I'm Blake Farmer. Go in peace.